Internet, and welcome to my first tutorial on how to improve your buildings, I guess. So this may be your normal kitchen right here. So this is designed and it all looks cool, right? I mean, it's just normal, right? And this is the fridge. It's like where you sit, bar table, let's call it, and a little puppy. So I want to improve this into this. Now, what's the difference? First of all, this is a jukebox, and the texture looks awesome because it's like, like carved wood, and there's some poppies around here. And the best thing about this improvement is the main the improvement. You need to make holes and decorations behind the walls and put some pretty stuff. And the main lighting is coming from these end rods. I used end rods. Oh, and by the way, these are trapdoors, and I textured them to look like quartz half slab. I think that's what you call. All right. So yeah, and I use stairs on the bottom side to make it look like there's something behind, but you can't see them. An item frame to make look this is a fridge, the opening side. Yeah, and that's it. So now I'll tell you the main things. First of all, look at this kitchen. It's the same, but with a little difference. And the difference is you need to add texture on the wall. If you make it straight, flat, there's not gonna be much in it. But even if you put paintings and all this stuff, but it's not gonna make any sense, right? So, but when you put these, I mean, if you're building outside and it looks ugly, don't worry, I have a solution for that too. Right here. So, right, this is a little design. When I first joined Reddit, 4 months ago, I never opened it because I never noticed it. So then when I opened it and just posted this right here, got a lot of likes. 200 upvotes in just 1 hour, and I was like, wow, I've never seen so many people appreciate my work. So, and after just 1 day, it got 3K upvotes, and I was so happy, and I want to make this video. A lot of people say tutorials, so here's the tutorial. So design number 1 and improvement design number 1. Why does it keep going up down? That's strange. And I used mixtures. This is important too. This is wool, as you can see, and then when you come here, it's wool and concrete powder I mixed in with. So yeah, now let me get straight with a simple building. So here's a platform, one for the main, the building, and one for improvement. So let me just make a quick wall. Okay, so this is a flat wall, and it's a flat wall too. But when I just remove this right here and simply make a texture, it'll look much better, especially when you add these slabs, or the slabs, they add a much of difference. This is just flat wall. Let's just get some bed. So this is just 2 white beds, normal. But if you just mixture with this and add these 2 beds and add lamplets, I'm just gonna. So instead of this, I like this because I have minor details and it all makes sense when it finishes, right? So I'm just gonna make an example out of some of my builds, this yellow one, the first one I built. I added these buttons to make it look more realistic. I don't know what's that in real life. And I added these little items to just stand out, brewing stand, a coffee machine, or just I don't know, torch, and 2 paintings, doing this and adding paintings. And I also had a plate and a coffee mug, and a little bit of carpet design. As you can see, this is like a yellow wool and it's concrete. It just looks awesome. This is a fridge, and this is my texture pack too. Looks great, I know. And these all are like the cabinets with like little lightings on them, and these are just things I like. So even here I use the same technique like this, adding texture to the wall and just, you know, making like a shelf or something. This is my newest design, and I even like it too because it has a lot of space to work on. And even in this build I have used texturing on the wall like this one. It will make it like more realistic, because when you look from down, just even like when you put things right here, it just looks so like simple and odd, but when you just move one backward and just add little lightings on them, it looks awesome. Even here, the same thing. I add like, no, actually I added 2 sidings, like 2 more back, and I add some flower plants and a big window. That's a glass, and then this is a trapdoor, and it just looks realistically good. And third legs. Ouch. Sorry. And I also added like these flower pods or whatever you call it. I love some cabinets. It's just like a natural thing, you know. It's like, if you love nature, then please show a like to this build. This is my most popular one. Look at the window. I add like plates, and I add like flowers and coffee mugs and all that stuff, and cabinets. Even the downside, this is also what's it called, trapdoor, and this little table with a flower. It just matches the blue and cyan. I mean, there's no cyan, but it just matches like a blue, you know, light. Just have a, you need to have a theme, mainly. Yeah, I'll show you all 4. And this is just a library. This is my build so far. I'm gonna continue making more, and even like here, instead of using like fence, I use the the stairs to make it look more modern. And even here, texturing. It's just not flat wall. It has this flower. It has this like big bookshelf and this little table. I love it. It looks awesome to me. I just like a small stool and all that stuff. And more bookshelves. And of course, this is also designed by me, and I used this trapdoor to make a wall, and a really thin wall, and I also had plants. So thank you for watching. This has been Sard, and please subscribe. I'll make more tutorials, and I know I sound cringy and stupid. Leave a like. Thank you for watching, and